everybody. We're back at the Van Show, and today we're talking to my friend, Kory Merritt. Say hi, Kory.
Hi.
Hey. So, Kory, I want to know a little bit about you.
Yeah, I started as an art teacher.
Okay.
And I just was posting things online on a website called Go Comics. They gave me a free spot. And luckily, the editor there kind of sent my stuff along, and it got discovered by a couple of children's authors and editors. And the author was Jeff Kinney. Have you heard of him?
Oh, yeah, I know Jeff Kinney.
Yeah, you know what he wrote?
That's not Captain Underpants. That's Dan Pilkey.
Yeah.
Jeff Kinney is the Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Right.
I got it. Ding, ding.
I just about fell out of my seat when I found out I might be working with him. And the other was Jess Bralier. He's a really cool guy. Yeah. He's an editor and an author, really cool guy.
Awesome.
So they got me illustrating for a website called Pop Tropica, which has now come out as a series of books. And luckily I got to do my own books with a publisher called Andrews McMeel, which is a really, really neat publisher. Yeah.
Oh, cool. So that's what I wanted to get to is your book.
Okay.
So the book that you wrote, what's the title of that book?
Oh, the title is called The Dreadful Fate of Jonathan York.
Ooh, it sounds spooky.
Yeah, that wasn't my title. My title was Jonathan York Had No Story. But the publisher, Andrews McMeel, they said, you got to change that. It sounds kind of boring.
It's got to be more dreadful.
Yeah, it's got to be more dreadful. So, yeah, The Dreadful Fate of Jonathan York. Okay. In a world where mild-mannered clerks wander through swamps, escaping their simple, predictable lives, safe from the dark corners of the world. But when fate strands them in wilderness, these poor mild-mannered clerks must confront their greatest fears: thieves, monsters, an evil ice cream conspiracy, and public speaking. Good.
Now, Kory, I heard that you said that, so one of the dreadful things in there was public speaking.
Public speaking, yes.
Were you writing from experience?
Yeah, I was teaching, and so I had to speak in front of pre-K students all the way up through 6th grade. I could do that, because they're kids, right?
What are you trying to say about kids?
Because they're smaller than me, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I felt like a big man, even though I'm kind of scrawny guy. I'd walk into the class, kids, sit down. They usually didn't listen.
Oh, no?
But public speaking in front of adults is kind of scary, right?
I don't know. I'm a monster.
Oh.
I don't mind. Now, if I had to public speak in front of a bunch of monsters,
yeah.
Woo, watch out. That's too much.
Okay. Well, luckily, I've never had to public speak in front of monsters. I guess I am now, though.
Well, yeah?
I'm getting a little nervous.
Oh, you shouldn't. You're doing great.
All right. Well,
this is fantastic.
Let me describe it. So this dorky guy kind of looks like I did 6 years ago when I wrote this, when I had more hair on my head and before I wore glasses. And so he wanders into this swamp and he gets lost and he winds up at this hotel where you have to tell a story to get a room.
Oh.
That's the payment. And he doesn't have a story because he's had such a boring life. So he gets kicked out and he ends up forced back into the swamp and he meets thieves and swamp monsters. I'm sorry, but the monsters are kind of villainous in this story. You're okay with that, right?
Well, there's good monsters and bad monsters.
Okay, all right.
It takes all kinds.
I'm glad you're cool with it. And he ends up getting a story of his own to tell. So it's kind of about getting out and having new experiences.
Awesome.
Not too bad, right?
That was great.
Right. And actually, this book right here, can we talk about this
one?
one?
Oh, please, let's do it.
Oh, I'm salivating.
Now you didn't write this one, right?
Salivating.
That's okay.
I did not write this book.
Okay.
Can I talk about who wrote it?
Sure.
Okay, well, the people who created the concept, I already mentioned Jeff Kinney and Jess Bralier, right?
Right.
They created the concept, and it was written by Max Bralier, who's using his pen name Jack Chaubert, right? So they originally wrote it as a TV show, but they decided to turn it into a comic instead. So I've got the galley copy here. It's black and white, the final book. It's really cool. It's in color. And it's about these 3 kids that get lost in a balloon ride, and they end up on this weird island with Vikings and dodos and saber-toothed cats and all sorts of prehistoric stuff. And they have all these wacky experiences that kind of pull them closer together. It's all about new experiences, both books. How about that?
Well, just like you're doing right now. This is a new experience, huh?
This is totally a new experience.
And stop.
Oh.
Now what'd it land on?
Mine.
Oh, that means you get to pick one.
I get to pick one?
Yeah, look at the wheel. Pick one of those. Even if you don't know what it does. It'll be fun, I promise.
Okay. How about poetry?
Ooh, we haven't done that one today yet.
Poetry.
Good choice. Now, for poetry, so the word at the end of my line is tree.
Tree. That's pretty easy.
Okay. You got one already?
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
Okay, all right. My poem starts, I've never seen anything as lovely as a tree.
Except the weekend that I spent with you, me, and Dupree.
Whoa! That was good. You even got the meter right. Well done, sir.
Thanks. I do work on the meter, yeah.
Yeah. Kory,
Yeah.
this has been a ton of fun. Thank you so much for coming on the show with us.
Well, thank you, Van. It has been a pleasure. All right.
All
Thanks for
right.
having
Now,
me.
before we go, the last thing we're going to do is we're both going to look at the camera, and we're going to
Okay.
say goodbye. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Here we go. Goodbye.
Bye.